Blessed be everyone. Hello and welcome. I'm sorry that I've been away a little bit. Just trying to figure out, some things now that my co-host has decided to step aside. He has a lot of irons in the fire, so I'd like to say a very special, um, I hope that everything works out for you, Matt. I hope everyone will join me in doing that. And I hope your book is a big success and that you have success for the rest of your life from here on out. Um, so we're going to do, all about Odin because honestly, I was watching some kind of special with my man on a very pagan Christmas. So it was like a documentary of how everything was pagan. Um, how the holiday Yule became eventually would become Christmas. So I just honestly was watching this documentary, and I have to say that um, I was kind of shocked because it was talking about how you had Odin, who was the picturesque of Santa Claus. Okay. So before it was Saint Nick, it was who was a fictional person, by the way, was actually it was Odin, and Odin was dressed like Santa Claus. So very interesting documentary. If you do get to watch it, I actually bookmarked it on my YouTube. Um, so if you guys can check that out, it was really it was good a good documentary. So we're here today to talk about Odin, and I want to let you guys know that we're since it's just me by myself, we're gonna go from an hour to a half hour or as long as I can go for because without my co-host to kind of bounce off ideas off of um and since I pretty much had to research this myself, it's going to be a little difficult, a little getting used to, but I think we can handle that. So we're just going to go from an hour to a half hour for now. Also, I would love to have the lovely Sonia Smith on around Astara. I still have to contact her, and I keep forgetting to ask her, but um, if she can come on uh in a couple of weeks, maybe a Sunday, we can get her on and record for her. Otherwise, I will be doing what we did for Immalk and Yule. I will be reading words, and you can just go ahead and follow along. I know that some of you like that. I mean, you really liked it. So I'm going to continue that. Excuse me. So here we are here today to talk about Odin, everything about Odin. Now, this is the Norse god. He is the father of fathers in the Norse. And like I said, my man and I were watching a documentary about how Yule turned into Christmas. And it was a very good documentary. Like I said, I really recommend that you go see it. Oh, excuse me. If you do get a chance to watch it on YouTube, it is a good watch. So we were sitting there watching it and going over the information because my guy converted. I didn't force him to. He just kind of said, I'll convert. The only thing I ever asked for is just tolerance. When it comes to our religion, I just ask for tolerance. And if you want to get more info, but you want to, you have to follow your own path. Okay. So, excuse me. So Odin, they featured him in this very pagan Christmas. And, for some reason, I just felt this, how do I describe this? It was like a nagging kind of feeling in the back of my mind of somebody wanted to talk to me, somebody wanted to get a hold of me. And when I went to bed that night after we had watched that, um, of course, I was curled up in my man's arms. But I had a dream that Odin spoke to me. So it was kind of like a just I'm here. Uh, and then when I expressed this to Matt, he said, just be careful with that because Odin will test you. Kind of like Loki. I mean, Loki was mischief, right? He was always the god of mischief and tricks and stuff like that. Uh, I didn't feel that from Odin. I felt like, he was here to, give me tests, and to kind of test relationships and stuff, with all kinds of relationships, from excuse me, from my father to my son's father, to also my man, right? But him and he just kind of said, I'm here to test. And that's the only feeling I got from him. He was just here to um sort of, test us, and then what doesn't serve me will be taken away, and what does will be brought in. So it was not it was that feeling of knowing that someone's got my back, someone's trying to make me better, also trying to help me and Hecate with my shadow side. So I just have some information. I'll just read it here. Actually, I don't know why I can't show you. I could show anybody this stuff. Um, okay, so you guys can see that on the screen there. So Odin has many names and is the god of both war and death. Half of the warriors who died in battle are taken to his hall of Valhalla. He is the one-eyed Allfather who sacrificed his eye in order to see everything that happens in the world. He had two sons, Balder, okay, by his first wife, Frigg, and Thor by Jord or Gord. I guess that's how you say it. Also, Odin also has several animals. His two ravens, Hugin and Munin, thought and memory, fly around the world and report back on what they see. Uh, Sephirin, sorry, Slee, I don't know how to say that, but it was an eight-legged horse that can run through all the worlds. Giri and Freaky are Odin's wolves. Okay, so we have several familiars there. And then of course we have the two ravens. I know my coven has been she does ravens and pretty well. I love her painting of she did two paintings actually of Edgar Allan Poe. Wonderful paintings. I mean, I couldn't decide which one I would like to have if she would ever sell it to me, right? My coven mother is a wonderful artist. She does really great paintings. I have one of her paintings because I really like the myth of mermaids. I sort of wish I was a mermaid sometimes. When I was younger and the Little Mermaid came out, of course, I wanted to be a mermaid. But I do have one of her paintings hanging up above my grandmother's table, and it just fits. It's such a beautiful artwork. I can't praise her enough because she's so brilliant. In fact, she's going to I'm going to buy it, but she's going to make something for my son, which I think he really, really, really will like. But anyway, oh, sorry. Um, so we have the ravens here. She does wonderful raving paintings, and she's more for dragons, um, but I know she does like some ravens as well. He learned magical art of prophecy from Freya. Odin has a golden ring called, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. That is important to the gods. Okay. So let's just talk about what we read there. So again, he had the eight-legged horse, and he was also called the Allfather. Um, and which just means, the king of the gods, in the Norse. He was and that's why they kind of depicted him that way, right? So they depicted him as this all seeing father who sacrificed his eye for the good of humanity, to help humanity. This article kind of goes into it. So, sitting on the throne with Frigg in Halavala, Valhalla, blah, blah, blah. Odin looked out across the world. So, you can kind of go through this and read if you want to. So, this is his self sacrifice. Um, I go back to the Thor movies. I really didn't know that much about Odin. But now that he's here, I'm very happy that he um has decided to come into my life and sort of, help guide me that way. Here, I'm gonna make this a little bigger so you guys can see. I hope you can see that now. That way you can just go ahead and read it. Um, Wisdom and knowledge and things hidden from him, the sacrifice his eye, threw himself on his spear. Okay, during da 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 da. So that's that. Um, oops, there we go. Um, so yeah, that's a little bit about Odin. If you would like to read more, you obviously can do a search for Odin and stuff. Um, but basically, he was like Zeus in the Greek mythology. He was the king of the gods in Norse, and he had two wives. And of course, he had Thor, and then the other guy, Balder. I probably mispronounced that, but the ravens, I like that too. Quote the raven nevermore. Um, I also like the fact that he sacrificed his eye for the good of humanity. But again, Odin has been testing what works for me and has kept that and made it stronger. So that's part of the test. I think that he's given to me in my life. Of course, my financial situation has taking a different turn. So there's something that I mean, and if I decide that I want to change my financial situation again, I'm sure Odin will test that, and then if it doesn't serve me, it'll go away, and what does serve me will come in. I have never felt malice from any of the gods or goddesses that have chosen to, be honored by me. Like I said, I have a Hecate ring. Ooh, where is it? Right there. Right there is my Hecate ring. So her wheel. And of course, I don't have it on right now, but I do have a necklace with Hecate. Um, her key. So I do have more to her. But I do have this Odin statue. Well, better keep it near me. But this Odin statue, if you can see that, better keep him right here. I keep him right near my monitors because I think this is another test. So, Matt has decided to step aside because, this was no longer serving me as something to do. So I need to find a different direction for this show. So, but I'm hoping to still have Sonia Smith on, like I said, guys. Or, if she can't come on, then at least I'll try to. There are some things I want to do, such as I want to record a ritual at the consent of my coven mother. Of course, I would not do anything without consent. So we might get to see that because Ostara to us is a little different to my coven, of course. Um, so I will try to get that in as well. But so even this show is being tested by Odin. Um, and that's a good thing. Like I said, it's to serve me, and what doesn't serve me has to move away. Or, in this case, Matt had too many irons in the fire, and he just wanted to step away for a little while. Yeah, that's great. And I hope that so if Odin decides that I should have another co-host will appear, and we'll have the most upbeat of fun. Um, And like I said, that's what I was kind of waiting for, to see what Odin kind of had in store for, taking one out. Or as the Christians would say, when God closes a door, he opens a window or something like that. I don't know. I'm not Christian, so I don't know. Um, but anyway, so, now that this door has closed, another will open. And, I could have another co host tomorrow or months from now or years from now. So while I'm here, I might as well stick around and do what I can. Um, but and again, I think that's because of the big tests in my life that I need to do in this lifetime. So in this lifetime, Odin has come in because I need to be tested. My soul needs to be tested. My shadow self needs to be tested, which is another great topic because again, when you have a shadow self, and you're working on that shadow self, there's so many relationships that will change. Some will go away, some will appear before you, and that's all because Odin, he does that. He is the Allfather, and I mean, I can't say enough good things that he's really tested me through the past couple of weeks. I excuse me, I got a new job. My son, he's happier than ever. And not that we're testing that relationship too much, but he's had some struggles with his spectrum of autism at school. So we've been working on that with him. So testing that, and then of course, testing other relationships. Um, my man and I don't fight, but we did have a disagreement. I wouldn't even say it was a disagreement. It was just we talked about it, like it's something he didn't like, and we talked about it. We don't raise our voices. It's not worth it. Because that just hurts the love, right? That just hurts it hurts stuff that doesn't need to be hurt. Let's put it that way. Um, so Odin has really shaped my life because of um how do I put this? He's really shaped my life because I have never really been tested before. I was in the same job for um for 4 years, almost 4 years. And then, um I got this other one where, and this could go a lot of ways. I could, go this way or go that way. And that's kind of where Hecate will also pick up, as she is the queen of the crossroads. So I'm at a crossroads right now in this new job, and it's only been a couple of months. So, I could go this way or that way, or in the middle, you know, whatever Hecate. And again, there's Odin and Hecate working together to get me to that crossroads to see what I want to do. So we're testing this path, and then we're testing that path. Sorry, did get my other hand in there. And then we're doing the middle, we're testing the middle. Which path is good for me? I need to know that because I'm the one who has to walk it, right? And you guys have to walk your paths, of course. Um, so for me, Odin has really been a blessing, because I need this stuff to be tested so that I can move forward with what serves me and push away what does not. Um, and then of course Hecate is always there beside, and I'm at that crossroads where I need to decide which path do I want to take, which one would benefit me the most. And that could be financially, that could be just, love or relationship wise. And it also could mean, health wise, as I have been sick. Um, I got sick the first week, and then I was getting better, and then I backslid, unfortunately. And I mean, it's okay. Like I'm better now. I'm still kind of, sniffy, but my health is getting much better. I am starting to heal from certain things. Hang on one second. All right. So I do think that there are good things for Odin. I don't see any bad. I just don't feel any evil or negative energy from Odin. It's always just to help. Like I said, what helps serves me, and what doesn't will eventually just disappear. Relationships will come and go, like friend wise, because I've already found my soulmate, and his and mine. Relationship has gotten so much stronger after this. Not It wasn't an argument, it was just discussions. After this discussion that we had, oh my gosh, we've gotten so much stronger, I can't tell you. Like literally we're just saying cute things to each other, and we're just so crazy about each other. It's really quite exhilarating now that we've sort of tested that, part of the relationship, and it's gotten so much, easier to tell him. Not that it was hard to tell him things. I would tell him all kinds of things, and he's my best friend and soulmate and twin flame. That I could just tell him anything, and he would listen, and he could tell me anything, and I would listen. That's the part of that relationship, being that best friend, and keeping the secrets and that kind of stuff. And he's helping me with other relationships as well. So I have him, I have Odin and Hecate, and again, it's just about testing. So it's testing these relationships, seeing what works, and getting rid of what doesn't. And I've wanted this for a while because I need to. Not that I haven't been working on my shadow self. I have been, but there's still more that I could work through. Definitely a lot of feelings with my mother that still have not really been dealt with. And like I said, you have to pick apart your shadow self. Always. You always have to pick apart your shadow self, pick apart yourself, um, and deal with the feelings that come up. So when Odin says, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to test this and see if it works for you. And if it doesn't, well, we'll have to let go of it. Um, I think that's a big part of my life right now because I need to get to the part where, I've done with I know my shadow self is there and I'm working on it. And then when I'm done working on it, hey, I worked on that. I did that and I'm a better person. I'm a newer person. So here we go, with I wasn't my current self was not me, 5 minutes ago, or uh, a couple of days ago, or a couple of weeks ago. I'm a new person. And again, the new person that I am is very happy for my friends and family. Like I said, with Matt stepping aside, I really want him to succeed in, these books that he's writing. Um, and I really want him to have happiness and in what he's doing. If he's not happy here or there, people aren't happy here or there. Um, I want you to find that happiness. I want you to be happy. I want you to figure out where you need to be. If you have to contact Odin, or if you have to contact a god or goddess that you call to, even if you don't call to a god or goddess, if you call to the general energies of them, the feminine and the masculine, whatever you call to or whatever you pray to or honor, um, I hope that you ask them to come into your life and also make you the better you, because that's what it's all about. We need to discard what does not serve us anymore and bring in what does. And that makes us a whole new person. That makes us ourselves better selves and better witches. We're better witches because of it. Um, I feel it most of the time, but most of the time I'm always feeling that energy, that magical energy that y'all feel when you're doing spells and stuff. I feel that constantly. So I'm constantly in that feel of my magic self, and magic energy is all around me. And I love that feeling because, yeah, you can feel powerful, but I feel more protected, safe, warm, in that cocoon of magical energy that will always keep me safe from negative energy or negative people, that I don't need in my life and don't want in my life. So, in closing, because we are coming up on a half hour, um, I have really enjoyed talking about Odin coming into my life because I think that he's made a major impact on me as a whole. And I just think that I hope he continues to test my relationships and test me in life. So, job situations. Because in my job currently, I'm working on more than just computers. I'm working on, game consoles now. I can tear apart a PS4, and I can put it back together. I can tear apart a PS5 and put it back together. Um, and we had to clean a PS5 the other day. Boy, it was really nasty in there. But in conclusion, I think that um, if this job is not what I want, another one will come and take its place. Though I'm having fun right now, I may not have fun down the road. Um, so we'll see. And, for everyone out there, I hope you enjoyed this little blurb about Odin. Like I said, I will try to come up with things to talk about for a half hour. Um, Next week, I would like to do a little blurb about Hecate and how Hecate has really helped me, as well as Odin. Just we had already decided we were going to do Odin, so I just decided to kind of plop it in there. Again, not really sure where this show is going to take us. I'm going to let it in Odin's hands and Hecate's as well, because they're the ones who are going to bring in what I need and take out what I don't need. So I'm going to let it in their hands. I hope everyone has enjoyed this little blurb about Odin, and I hope you will do some more research on Odin if he is calling to you. Like, that little scritchy scratchy at the back of your mind, don't ignore it, go with it. And when he comes into your life, know that you will be tested, but you're being tested in the right direction. So I think that Odin and Hecate are working very well together in my life, and I hope they continue that. So if you have any questions, any concerns, you can always DM me on X. I did record another episode of Nobody Beats Kurt Hennig, Nobody. We are on episode 75. 76 will be coming out very soon on Rumble, and then next Thursday on YouTube. This will be posted as soon as possible, as soon as I can edit it and put in my little extra doohickeys. And again, if you yourself would like to get to know me and become a co-host, you can always DM me and follow me on X. My X is in the description below. For any of these shows, if you would like to be a guest and you would like to give me your opinion on your path, or you'd like to share your path with the audience, by all means, please DM me on X. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. And I will see you back here next week with probably Hecate. We'll probably talk about Hecate. So until then, blessed be everyone. Have a great week. Blessed be everyone. Hello. I just want to let everyone know that the outro music is AI generated. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And also, if you would like to generate your own AI, the link in the description field will be for their website. Blessed be everyone.
In the woods where the whispers run deep, underneath the moon, where secrets we keep, she dances in the shadow with the silver tide. Candles flicker soft, guiding light as a guide. Her altar's filled with herbs and old charms, lost in ancient spells, safe in her arms. Stars weave a tapestry across the black sky. With a chalice raised high, she lets out a sigh. With her sacred circle drawn tight, calling to the spirits in the quiet of the night. Her magic's in the earth, the wind and the seas. She whispers ancient words, swaying like the trees. In a grove of oaks, where the world stands still, she gathers her strength with every Sabbath thrill. The moon's tender gaze, casting shadows cold, the stories of her craft in the twilight retold. The broom by her doorstep, sweeping away all the dark shadows of yesterday. With the cauldron bubbling, herbs to the air, every spell she casts is a heartfelt prayer. With her sacred circle drawn tight, calling to the spirits in the quiet of the night. Her magic's in the earth, the wind and the seas. She whispers ancient words, swaying like the trees.